Some Davidson superstars balled out last Saturday at the Gus Macker.
Plus, football highlights from the crushing defeat against Grand Blanc.
And a reminder on how homecoming week is going to go. DTV News starts right now. Some Davidson superstars became the toilet bowl champions in the Gus Macker tourney over the weekend. Good afternoon, Davidson. I'm Jack Velasic.
And I'm Tyler Scroggins. Randy Scott, Mr. Pigger, and Mr. Fishhopper battled out in downtown Flint Saturday. It was a great fight for the Davidson super team. They may have lost their first 2 games, but bounced back to win the last game due to a forfeit from the other team. Randall W. Scott III says despite the loss, they are still champs.
Well, I got to tell you, this team that won the Toilet Bowl champion in the senior division of the Gus Macker is the best team ever assembled. You have alternative ed principal, Mr. Pigger. We got assistant principal, Mr. Fishhopper, and you got Sebastian, who stepped in to knock down some key buckets. We dominated the whole tournament. We may have lost every game but the one that was forfeited, but in the end, we are Toilet Bowl champs.
You heard it right there. These guys were crowned the Toilet Bowl champions and received a trophy. Take a look at this beauty. Great job, guys. Keep it up. Believe it or not, homecoming is next week. On your screen, you can see the events that will be happening during HOCO. These events start on Tuesday, September 28th with the kickoff assembly and ends Saturday, October 2nd with the dance. On Monday, Spirit Week will kick off with Mismatch Day. Students are encouraged to dress up for each day. For a full list of events and Spirit Week days during homecoming, check out our article on dtvnews.org.
Anyone who needs tutoring after school, help is available. National Honor Society students will be in the library Tuesdays and Thursdays right after school until 3:30 p.m. Make sure not to miss out on this opportunity if you need a little extra help in class. Hilton Screeners has partnered with Davidson Community Schools to help raise funds for childhood cancer through a gold out. Everyone is encouraged to wear their gold clothing this Friday at the football game as Davidson takes on the Carmen Ainsworth Cavaliers. A percentage of the sales of the clothing will be donated to St. Jude's. You can place your orders directly through Hilton's online. We placed a link with this article on our website, dtvnews.org.
Make sure you reset your alarm clocks because this Wednesday is an early release and will not be a late start. The high school and all ed will start at 7:25 and the school will let out at 12:36. This schedule will be a little bit different with 4th and 5th hour switching that day. So after third hour, make sure to go to your 5th hour and then 4th hour. Each class is 40 minutes long except 4th hour, which will stay the same. Lunch will still be served.
Coming up in sports, Chloe Hugg has highlights from the brutal loss at Friday's football game in Grand Blanc.
And Max Bissett tells us how long the rain will stick around this week.
Into the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown.
Just like we wear helmets during game time to protect us, we wear something off the field too.
Only you can say you're Davidson made, which means staying safe and following the rules.
Just like you, we've been waiting all summer for sports and school to come back around.
But we still have to do our part beating COVID-19 by wearing a mask.
Wearing a mask will help keep you and everyone around you safe.
We're all on the same team.
So mask up, Cards.
I got Jimmy Collins on the slam.
Last Friday, the football team took a tough loss against our rivals, Grand Blanc. Davidson started the game off on a high note and scored a touchdown right off the bat. However, Grand Blanc responded with 4 unanswered touchdowns before the end of the second quarter, making the score 29-7 at halftime. Coming back from the half, the Cardinals struggled to put more points on the scoreboard, and the Bobcats scored 2 more touchdowns. The final score of the game was 43-7, where the Bobcats finally took a victory after 10 straight years of losing to the Cardinals. The football team is looking to bounce back in their matchup this Friday against the Carmen Ainsworth Cavaliers. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. at the Cardinal Stadium on Friday night. If you can't make it, we'll be streaming it live on our YouTube channel and Charter Channel 191. The time is almost here. Next week is homecoming week, and I think one of the most exciting parts of HOCO is Powder Puff Night. The Powder Puff game is made up of girls from the junior and senior classes facing off in a game of flag football. And my personal favorite, the boys of both classes being cheerleaders for the night. At halftime, the boys will put on their performances with stunts, tricks, and dance moves. If you're not participating in Powder Puff, but you still want to come and support your favorite class, the game will start at 7 p.m. next Wednesday at the Cardinal Stadium. I promise you do not want to miss this. Let's take a look at what the Davidson sports teams are up to this week. The girls golf team hit the course at 1 p.m. today at the Cardinal Midland CC Invite. Today after school, the boys varsity soccer team will be away going head-to-head against Mount Pleasant at 5 p.m. Looking at tomorrow, the girls varsity golf team plays again in the duel at Grand Blanc Warwick Hills. The time is still to be announced. Then on Wednesday, the soccer team has a game here at home at 5 p.m. against the Grand Blanc Bobcats. Good luck to all of our Cardinal athletes in action this week. That's all for sports today. Let's take a look at your weather. Medics, last week was great, but looks like this week isn't looking as good.
Well, Chloe, after a beautiful weekend, we are starting off our week not so great. Good afternoon, Davidson. I'm Maddox Bissett, and let's jump right into your weather forecast. So as you can see, the entire forecast calls for colder temperatures and lots of rain. Today is supposed to be the warmest with a high of 78 and a low around 68, but this does not mean it will be the best, with showers still expected. After a rather stormy day tomorrow, we cool down a whole bunch and drop into the upper 50s with even more rain. This week just isn't shaping up the best for everyone. Now, as we take a look outside, you can see clouds cover the entire horizon, indicating that rain is indeed on the way. The current temperature is 75 degrees with the current wind from the east-southeast at 10 miles per hour. Now let's see what the radar shows us today. As well, as you could have seen, rain stretched as far as the radar was able to stretch, with some thunderstorms were impacting the southeast that were gradually expected to reach us throughout the week. And as we go into the Midwest, we could have saw another batch of really heavy rain and thunderstorms impacting Minnesota and portions of North and South Dakota. Make sure you pack your raincoats, umbrellas, and sweaters as fall rolls in with an abundance of rain and chilly air. That's it for me, Davison. I'll toss it back to Jack on the desk.
Follow DTV on social media for important news, sports, and student life. Like us on our Facebook and subscribe to us on our YouTube page at DTV News. Then head over to our Twitter pages, DTV_official, and for sports scores and highlights, follow us on DTV Sports 1.
So guys, next week starts homecoming week. How excited are y'all? What's your favorite parts about it?
Well, I'm very excited for homecoming, especially because of the dance. You know, it's like a big social activity. You can chat with your friends and you can dance to some of your favorite songs or whatever. It just really is my favorite part of homecoming week every year.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Powder Puff. I'm going to be the senior quarterback, so I'm super pumped.
And I love hanging out with the friends at the dance. We'll see you all later. Have a good one.